Welcome back everyone to Quayzar's Customs. I am Hurst Quayzar, playing a little Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, going through some story order missions. Today is story order number 28. It's the Bolt Atlanta. Claims that he just got back from a long trip. There were no issues along the way, but I'd like for you to check out the overall condition of my car. Thank you. Don't we know long trips usually punish a car? But this one doesn't look bad. Okay, looking like maybe tires and rims, or maybe the tires are in bad shape. Ready? Oh, yeah, radiator's not that great. A few front engine pieces there, looks like. Oh, I tripped over some garbage or something, hang on. Alright, let's see if she'll start. Yeah, she'll start. Oh, maybe not. That's interesting. Alright, so we can't run it out on a track. Let's do what we do best and figure out what's going on here. Fuel pressure. I'm looking back there. Yeah, that fuel pump's probably shot. That fuel pump, fuel filter, and carburetor. Anything fuel related is in bad shape, okay? Yeah, we'll go ahead and test the tires. Yeah, basically all the tires except for that one are in lousy shape, but I might as well replace all four. Okay, well the starter turned over, so okay, so the starter and battery are in bad shape. Okay, starter and battery. What did I just do? There we go. This will tell me the ultimate sacrifice. This long trip actually did this engine in. Look at that, pistons and, oh man, crankshaft's bad too. Holy jeez. Alright, so what do we need to do here? I guess unless there's a lot of stuff that's not discovered. So first and foremost, I guess we get her over on the lift and take care of the engine piece of it, I suppose. A lot of bad things going on. You got piston con rods and pistons going bad. Alright. Transmission looks like it's in a lousy shape too. So we might as well just take everything off here. He just got back from a long trip. How did he get back here? Okay, we're doing a little inspection back here. Some of that stuff back there looks like it might be an issue. So this may be a long mission. All right, let's take care of this first. Oh, missed one. Hard to tell if any of this stuff needs to be replaced, but we'll take it off anyway. A 19%, that's bad. Pressure plate, 27%. Yeah. Flywheel's in bad shape too. So, alright, so we have all that. Let's drain the oil out real quick. And do that while we're here. Send you back. And let's go ahead and pull this engine out. Guess we'll put it on the stand and see what we get out of this thing. I might as well just start repairing all the parts, because there's a lot of things that are bad with this engine. Go ahead and knock that out of the way. Yeah, engine stands over there. Let's take a look inside here. So the battery is bad. Servo's bad. Well, I should say the servo doesn't look that bad. See if we can repair any of these parts. Did we make some sacrifices? I know that wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work. And so, alright, well, I was able to repair some pieces. That's good. Saves me a little bit of money anyway. Okay, so the brake servo. So I need to pick up a battery. Let's go ahead and pick up a battery. And a radiator. And I botched that all up. Radiator. Yes? Radiator. There we go. Alright. We have that. We have a battery. We're getting some pieces fixed here. Let's get that battery in. And get the radiator installed. Alright. Might as well. I would take this out and test it all out, but I know the tires are bad. And by looking at some of the suspension pieces, I can tell that the brakes are probably bad on this as well. And I know fuel pump's bad, so we'll pull the fuel pump out. It's kind of hard to tell if the brakes are good, but drive axle was bad. Wheel cylinder was decent. Axle hub was in bad shape. Okay, let's go into. Oh. Well, that's all bad around here, isn't it? Okay. How's the shock? The shock is on the test path. Alright, so everything over here is in bad shape. Let's see what we can repair. Shocks don't look like they're in bad shape. I'll leave those attached. Bushings are in bad shape probably. Just go ahead and do a slight overhaul of the rear end here. So you can see all the rust on this end. Drum was good, shoes are good. Wheel cylinder is good. Drive axle? Yeah, 25%, so that's on the wheel hub. 4 is in bad shape. Knuckle housing. Let me do some inspections here. Leaf spring, not doing well. Yep. This is in bad shape. Now, because that one is all by itself, I'm just gonna remove it. I might as well replace it, right? Looks like it is a good one, but maybe it'll repair on the workbench. As you can tell, looking at my points up there, I am really close to hitting level 30. I am very happy about that. Don't know what I'm going to do with my truck though. I don't know if I'm going to leave it the way it is, just paint it all one color, or get the body all worked out on it and have it painted some nice color or something. I don't know. Alright, so we've got that. We might as well go over here, separate the wheels and tires. And what are they? 21570s, huh? 215/70s. It's this one. So 2 of those, 15-inch, 215/70s. Tall tire. Alright. And just for giggles, I'm going to try and repair both the rims just to make it nice. Yeah, you spend a little bit of money cleaning up the rims, but hey, it's much nicer for the car. Customer likes it, I guess. Man, that's a tall looking tire. Kinda funky looking. Alright, so while those are rotating around, we'll see what we have for far as brakes. What do we have here? Looking too shabby. We need... Drums are in good shape, so I'm going to leave those the way they are, but we need a wheel cylinder. So we'll go ahead and get a wheel cylinder. Oops. Let's go ahead and pick up a wheel cylinder. Oh, no, that's not what I do. Alright. Back to what I was doing here. Alright, so the wheel cylinder needs to be replaced. Those drums are in good shape, so I'm going to leave them the way they are. Wow, I need some serious work here. Leaf spring, a couple U-bolts. So we get a leaf spring, a couple of these. Pull our tire off the rack here. Okay, leaf spring's good. Needed a plate. Tires we don't need. Alright, so we need a plate and the housing B and a wheel hub 4. So a plate, housing B, 4 of the small bushings, and 1 hub 4. Right. Check our inventory once again. Plate, we're good. Housing, we're good. Alright. Rubber bushing, we're good. Good there. Alright, let's slap this all back together. Let's go ahead and throw the fuel pump back in. Good to go. Yeah, this doesn't look like it was too bad, but the engine is going to be the biggest part. You have to tear the whole thing down to get at the crankshaft, so that's... To get at the pistons, get the pistons out, it's just all a big thing. So... Luckily, it's not too bad of an engine to repair or to tear down. It's just got all those rocker arms and these things. Talk about some realistic engine pieces. All the rocker arms and all the push rods are in it. Alright, so we don't need any of that. You're good to go. Alright, let's go over to the other side. I was looking at the front brakes too. The front brakes look like they're in pretty bad shape. I think we're gonna go ahead and get this rear end taken care of, and then we'll tear into the engine. Then we'll go back to the front end, kind of mix it up. So I'm nearing $1 million, $705,000. I am very happy with that. Approaching $1 million. I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit 30. And as you can tell, I am less than 300 points from hitting level 30. That is going to be awesome. Hey, tire, get out of my way. So this is kind of like an El Camino Ranchero looking thing. It's like it looks like an El Camino from the side, possibly like a 66 El Camino from the front. But if you look on the back, it almost looks like a Ford Ranchero. Different. Okay, these tires are going to have to be removed. Yeah, that steering block needs to be taken care of, or that steering. What is it? Steering rack, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces there that will need to be ripped down. So let's just, we might as well just rip into this. Alright, so we got the rear end taken care of. We'll get this all torn down. I think what I'm going to do, looks like that carburetor is in bad shape. I think what I'm going to do is all the parts I'm just going to try and repair. And those pieces that I can't repair, that get broke, I'm going to replace. And those pieces that are 60 some odd percent in the good shape, I'm going to leave them as is, I believe. I think that's what we're going to do. Try to save a little bit of money and time, but we'll see. I don't think I need to take the alternator off. Alternator looks like it's in good shape, but the power steering pump looks like it's in horrible shape. Yeah, look at this. Crankshaft's in bad shape. Timing chain's in bad shape. Cam gear's in bad shape. Cam's in great shape though. Power steering pump is awful. Fuel pump's coming out. Yeah, we gotta take the headers off. Did our testing reveal anything about the spark plugs? Oh, we had a bad spark plug, so we're going to end up replacing all of them because I won't remember which one went where. We're just going to tear this down and pray. Oh, it looks like we have a couple of bad rocker arms too. Alright, well. You know, everyone's asking about the console version of this game coming out. I could not tell you how hard I think it would be to play this with a game controller. Holy crap. I have a hard enough time with a mouse. But I mean, each to his own. Consoles are nice for certain things. I like them for racing games. I have played No Man's Sky and a lot of Need for Speeds. Burnout Paradise is probably one of my favorite games on a console. But I could not see, look, that rod was bad. I would not be able to, I don't know if I could do that or not with this game. I think I'd get frustrated. I really do. Alright, yeah, oil filter needs to come off. Pull these off. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and repair everything. Yeah, it's gonna cost me money to repair it, but hey, look, $700,000 up there. I can afford to do a little minor repairing. Plus, if I put everything together at 100%, well, I should say, if I start putting stuff together that I believe needs to be 100%, no harm, no foul, right? And all these parts can be repaired. I don't know about the rocker arms, if they're repairable or not. I know the rods are not, so they might have to replace the push rods, I believe. Don't believe the push rods are repairable. Rocker arms may not be repairable either. If that's the case, then I'll have to replace all of them as well, because as you can tell, I won't know which one went back where. So it's best just to repair or replace the whole set. I'm looking at the coil, wondering if that needs to be replaced. Heads are in good shape. Coil's in good shape. Alright. Let's flip this puppy over, shall we? One more time. Thank you. Take the oil pan off. Now, let's see. We gotta unhook everything, right? So, those two pistons are bad. Okay. So, what I'm going to look at here, I'm going to... Let's go ahead and take this off. Was the engine block in decent shape? Yeah. Okay. So, just take the crankshaft bearing caps off. And I'm going to... Okay, so it's... You know what? Some of these bearing caps look awful. Yeah, well, that wasn't in too bad shape. 64%, 64%. Okay, so I'm going to start putting these pad boys back on. 64%, they're fine. They look awful, but yeah, they're fine. Oh, wait a minute. I need to take the crank out, don't I? I've got to take everything off. Ah, jeez. Okay. Yeah, because gotta take... You know what? If I'm taking everything out, I see what this is going to lead into. This is just going to end up being a complete engine overhaul. All the caps are at 64%, so that's not too bad so far. At least I think all of them have been 64%. Alright, take the pistons out. So what do you think? Should I take the engine block and just repair the engine block too? Ah, heck, why not? We might as well. We've got it off. Might as well take it over to the sandblaster and see what we got. Alright, let's see what kind of pieces we can fix up and repair here. Anything that gets broke, we'll just replace. Alright, we fixed up a lot of stuff. Engine block. Crankshaft's in good shape. Hallelujah. We're able to do all that. The alternator on. That's nice and clean. Power steering pump. Nice and clean. Thank you very much. Alright, so for the pistons, I can put those back in. There was actually only two pistons that were in bad shape. So I guess what I'm going to do is go ahead and just going to replace the pistons. Why not? Come on, there we go. That took forever. So let's grab some pistons and some rings. Wow, that's a long way to go. Oh, while I'm here, overhead valve oil filter. Let's just get some pistons. Let's go ahead and get 8 of these bad boys with the rings. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. Alright. You are in. Let's go ahead and assemble this lower end. Let's get this thing going. It's always nice to have a nice set of piston rings in the engine block. I'm sure this guy will not appreciate it, but hey, it'll look nice going back in, and I'll be happy with it once it's all put together. This guy must have really put this car through a torture test, because there's a lot of things wrong with it. Kind of lost track of what needed to be replaced in the back. It was pretty much, I think there was a wheel cylinder that needed to be replaced. The drive axles needed to be replaced. Didn't have to replace the shocks. Well, the shocks I don't know about. Maybe I should just replace the shocks. Or I could take it out for a test drive and see what happens. But, either way. Oh. I do believe I need to... Let's pick this stuff up. Clutch plate, pressure plate, throw out bearing, flywheel. Got it. Go ahead and throw this in the back. We were able to repair the transmission, so that's a huge profit right there. For the very little it took to repair it. Certainly saved us a little bit of money for replacing it. Alright. Let's get together here. Heads work out okay? Yeah, good. Like I said, I believe the rods and the rockers are going to have to be replaced. All these major pieces worked out okay. I didn't see the rods or the rockers as part of the process. We'll go ahead and throw the intake on there. Carburetor was way too far gone, so yeah, see, the carburetor was way too far gone. Camshaft. Alright. Cam gear will have to be replaced. Manifolds were okay. Distributor cap. It was in decent shape. We'll keep that. Go ahead and put these clips on. Yeah, I'm not going to replace the distributor. It's 64%. It's all good. So people are out there screaming at me right now. Just replace it! It's funny how I'll replace some things and not others. Okay. So from here, what I need to get is... See, because the valve rods are at 64%. I don't know which ones are which. So let's go ahead. Get the rods. Push rods, I need 16 of those. Okay. Rockers, 16 of those. I needed a cam gear. Which one is it going to be here? Overhead valve. Cam gear. Fuel filter. Carburetor. Let's see, timing chain. Definitely gonna need a timing chain. Belts. think the fan was in bad shape too, but we'll come back to the belts because I'm not entirely sure which ones I need. That's alright. Cam gear, timing chain. Should put us with timing. Oh, timing cover's in bad shape. Fuel filter, ignition coil. Alright, so we need. We get spark plugs? No, we did not, did we? Damn. I'm in bad shape here. Alright. So we need a timing cover. And we need some spark plugs. I was hoping to wrap that up real quick. So I'm interested, anyone that's watching this, have you actually rebuilt an engine? I have semi-rebuilt one, not completely, but I have torn down the top end of one before. Done some repairs and, you know, replacing intake, headers, stuff like that. Never really got into the rocker arms or anything like that. On the lower end, I have taken a crank out and wiped out some main bearings, crankshaft main bearings I had wiped out, and replaced those. That was quite the adventure, considering I had to work on it outside and it was cold outside. It was in bad shape. I was in bad shape, but it was my only source of transportation, so I had to get it done. So luckily I had a friend of mine that had some experience in it, and he was able to come over and help me pull the engine out, flip it over, and we were able to take care of it in a day. Whoa, that kind of got goofy on me. Wish I could. I need to figure out the setting to stay zoomed in so I can just like walk down the line on these things. Alright, so what do you think of the series so far? This is story order 28, and I was like actually running right in line with my levels, but I think I got a little overzealous and was doing some repair parts and kind of got ahead of myself. Get a carb? Yeah, we got a carb. Base. It needs an air filter. Alright. We'll get that. Back to the shop we go. So we need spark plugs. Timing cover. A lot of covers in here. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Also going to need a filter. Which filter is it? I believe it is going to be none of those. It is this one. And then wires, spark plug wires, because I do believe I saw those were in bad shape when I pulled them off. This set right down here. Crank pulley was in bad shape, so we'll go ahead and get a crank pulley while we're in here. Alright. Getting real close to having this engine complete. Oh. Water pump. How's the water pump? Water pump's in bad shape. I should have known. I should have known. Belt B. Oh man. Alright. We'll go ahead and stick these in. New air filter. Nice shiny top. Down here, throw these plugs in. And plug wires. Get a set of those. So I need a water pump. Let's see, need a water pump, water pump. Water pump. Probably gonna need a water pump pulley. Right? Serpentine belt A and B, which would be for the overhead V8. Overhead valve V8. That's Charlie. Oh, there we go. There's that one. And overhead valve. Okay. And let's get a fan, because I know that will be shot. And I believe that one is this one right here. Alright. Boys and girls, we are getting really close to having this engine completed so we can stick it back in the car. And we could actually do one of two things after we've done this. We could either take it for a test drive just to see how things go, or we can just go ahead and tear into the front end and wing it. What do you think? Tear into the front end and wing it? I think so too. Alright. Let's throw caution to the wind and see what we can do. Where's my engine hoist? Okay, so take engine off the crate, stick engine in the car. Yes, sir. Go ahead, get that out of the way. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and put some oil in it. It's always been one of those things that I forget. Alright. In the air you go, sir. Alright. Should be able to throw the transmission in. See, look at those shocks and those A-arms. They're in bad shape. You know that whole front end needs to be torn down. Alright. But as far as drivetrain, I think we have everything good here. Do a quick part examination if I can. Yeah, lower's good, upper's bad. Yeah. Yeah, see, we've got some serious things going on here. Bearing isn't too bad. Cover's not too bad. B-links are shot. Let's see. How are the... As a cross member's not too bad shape. So, I think we're going to do what we did with the rear end. We're going to go ahead, take it apart. Repair what we can. We'll do a full repair job. And go from there. That way we don't miss anything. And everything will be just ducky. Alright, that shock's in bad shape. You can tell that right away. See, I'd leave that lower control arm on there. But what I would be afraid is that the bushings are bad. And you can't really inspect the bushings unless you take it out on a test path. And I don't want to take it I don't want to take it apart, put it back together, take it to the test path, and then have to take it apart again. So, this is probably the best way to do it. Saves us a little bit of time. There we go. Like I was swinging up underneath the car. Most of the pieces will probably get repaired. Some pieces just don't get repaired, like those little caps. Bearings don't get repaired. The outer and inner tie rod ends, those never get repaired. Steering rack, very rarely. Usually if it's bad, it's just bad. You might as well just replace it. Yeah, that front sway bar, yeah, it was in bad shape. This upper control arm was in bad shape. Lower control arm doesn't look bad, so hopefully we'll save a little bit of money if we get these repaired. Place bushings, and we will be golden. And we spent about $4,000, I guess. I should keep track of that stuff. How much I spend on a car. Alright, let's see how much stuff we can break, shall we? Alright. Let me break down the tires here. And also, I might as well just go ahead and buy the shocks and go ahead and get those things going, because I know no matter what, I've tried several times to take the shocks apart and try to repair pieces. It never works. You always have to buy all new repair replacement parts and put it together. I guess it's just the way it goes. And these are 215. Know what I'm talking about. Two 15 215 70s. Let's repair those. Repair up the rims. Alright. Grab that. Go ahead. Assemble that. Good to go. Reassemble. Brakes, how are we looking here? Okay. We need discs and pads. So that's kind of what I had figured you would need. Discs and pads. Awesome. Cruising right along. Alright, brakes. Let's dump off all the old pieces I don't need. Let's try to get some money back. Alright, we need at least... Let's get the knuckle C, sway bar B. Whoa, almost ran into the wall there. So we just need a front knuckle C. Front knuckle C, sway bar B. Like I said, inner and outer tie rods are always replaced. If I can get it to replace. Rubber bushings for a front end like this, it takes 12. V-links always need replaced. Bearings always get replaced. The wheel hub always gets replaced. They don't get repaired. Alright, I got that. Okay, let's get back up here to the front. Let's dump off some pieces here. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Good there. Good there. Get rid of all the bushings and just go brand new. Steering rack. We did not get a steering rack and we probably need it. Tires we don't need anymore. Bearings we replaced. Nope. Steering cap. Let's pick up a steering rack. And then we will be golden. Alright, I was just checking to see if the rear tires were the same as the front tires. I thought maybe I got them mixed up there for a second. That would be strange. Alright, sway bar, bushings. Let's go, let's go, let's go, people. Gotta get this guy out here on time so he can make another long journey somewhere and tear the rest of this car up. I will tell you quite a short story. Long trip, cross country basically, 68 Camaro. 68 Camaro had these very wide rear tires on it. You know, it wasn't a hot rod or anything. Small 327, 2-speed automatic. During Christmas, I was in Philadelphia, and I went to go pick up my brother in Millington, Tennessee. So, you know, not a bad drive, I would think. Unfortunately, the Camaro didn't want to cooperate, and I had a lot of issues with it trying to get to Tennessee. And honestly, I left on a Thursday afternoon at 6. I didn't make it to Millington, Tennessee until 4 o'clock that same week, Saturday, 4 p.m. Yeah, it took me that long to get there. So, it certainly gave me some issues. It snowed. I definitely didn't have snow tires on the car, and Camaros are not cars that you want to drive in the snow, no matter how old or new they are. They are just not snow vehicles. So, spent a lot of time under the hood of that Camaro during that road trip, that is for sure. Driving it back from we were from Millington, Tennessee up to just south of Kansas City, Missouri. Then we headed back from Kansas City, Missouri back to Philadelphia. So it was a nice little road trip. And you know, even on the road trip from Missouri all the way across to Philadelphia, we still had issues. Lost a fuel pump. Points in the points went bad in the ignition system. I had to replace the points. It was just, you know, all kinds of things. We had a flat tire, and the trunks of a 68 Camaro are not that big, so you try to cram a 50 series tire into a trunk of one of those things, you have to get pretty creative. Alright, I think we are pretty close here. I don't think there's anything else I need to fix on this. I think we've done everything we can. So let's drop this down. Take a look at our list. And we should be good. Look at that. Yeah, it took us a lot to do because we had to pull the engine out. I mean, we had to replace tires, pull the engine out. It was a basic overhaul altogether. So yeah, so our makeshift El Camino is good to go. Thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, please hit the subscribe button. Shoot me a note down below. Hit me up on Facebook. And like I said, if you wanted to join us over on Facebook, please answer the questions. You will be approved after you answer the questions. If you don't answer any of those questions, you're done. You're disapproved. I'm not gonna play. Look at this. I am 1 point away, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm 101 point. I'm 101 point. No. Yeah, I'm 1 point away from being level 30. So I'm going to celebrate here. Let's go ahead and send him off. Cha-ching. Wait a minute. Oh, I was 23.8, not 24.8. Dopey me. Alright. So anyway, as I was saying, hit that subscribe button. Throw me some comments down below. And I will see you next time on Quayzar's Customs. This is Hurst Quayzar, and I am out.